I didn't realise that back in the day, you know, wanting to keep in touch with people and wanting to check in and chat and catch up is just sometimes you're pushing in the wrong direction. You're not working with the energetic flow of the universe. You know, we deplete energy by talking, and the life that I would like to achieve by the time I leave this planet, which is after 100 as a centurion, will be where I don't pack my days. Days are really just quite simple, of rising and cooking and growing and connecting in solo or in partnership or with the community. And so the need to speak to people every day is something that over the past couple of years has really sort of just dropped out of my desire, necessity, or communication skills, because I don't want to be available all the time. That is a product of modern Western society and culture. I don't want to be available 24/7 on a device. I want to immerse myself in my own energy, because that is how my intuition has been heightened over the past couple of years, because I've decided that I am my priority first and foremost, and when we heal and we regulate, then we can be of service to humanity in the ways of not forming codependent relationships where we need to save people. And not that you ever go into it thinking that, because we don't, but then you look at human behaviour in the psyche and you realise the tendencies of needing validation, needing to share, needing to talk, needing to prove how much we're doing, needing to... When, as I said, like my dream life of a simple life, you can't chat to people every day because they're like, oh, what are you up to? Oh, I woke up, stayed silent for a bit. I prepared what I was going to nourish myself with that day. Go to the sauna if I'm lucky. See a client, or if you're off work for a bit for certain personal reasons, healing, deep healing. You do some grounding on the grass. You might watch an ant on the floor. You might smile at someone who's passing in the car if you're walking along. I don't need to speak to people every day, and this is not about pushing away people who might want to speak to me or who I might want to speak to, but this is about being in our own energy, being uncomfortable sometimes when we feel we're alone. We're never alone. That's the only way we can work through deeper issues, is uncomfortableness. When we try to push feelings of loneliness and isolation and boredom, because that's kind of made up, we try to push those feelings away by clambering at communication, verbal, physical, sexual interactions. It taints our energy, it taints our purity. And I'm not saying this is because we're doing it with unpure souls. No, just maintaining, learning what frequency means, learning our vibrations. Number 4, building a foundation from which we can continue to self-observe, self-master, which is an continual journey until we leave this earthly realm. So I feel the healing of the nations is also being aware of, this is not whether we choose a spiritual path or not. We are on a spiritual path, we're spiritual beings, but whether we are in service of humanity or not, we all have our choice, whatever. I'm not here to tell people what to do. People stumble across this channel and can hear the learnings. They either resonate or they don't. They either trigger or they don't. And this is said with love and respect, is that I'm just here to do me 4/7. I'm here to talk. Which is ironic because I'm doing a post about not talking and not being in touch every day. But, you know, I hop on these little videos. after hours of silence or being on my own, potentially, or moving in and out of loving spaces, because they are the only places that I go to now unless I'm called to do some shamanic work, whatever type of work. We're all working in our own way, because energy is the only language, is the only work that we need to learn or to be involved with, really. And I think a lot of us will, number 8, learn this year things that we may have been struggling with or been challenged with our whole life. The power of the dragon on a number 8 year is not coincidence. Scorpio and Pluto generation and other people, we are generational curse breakers. And this is said with love and respect for the ancestors and people that have paved the way for us to breathe, live and love in the ways that we do right here, right now. 608. So when other people take it personally that we can't be in touch all the time, or that we don't really have anything to say, that's okay. We have to learn to deal with that uncomfortableness, whether that's on the phone or in front of that person, and say, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to share, because I'm just being. I'm just boiling up my teas, because I was chatting to a brother who, grateful for a visit the other day, and I think we were just talking about consumerism and money and modern stuff, and I was just like, the only thing I spend money on now, you know, as we save and we be mindful and we cut down and we minimise and we sell things and we just reduce, that's my goal. The only money I spend on is for nourishment. What is going to keep me alive in this physical vessel, because the universe has yet to show me much magic. So this is the only thing that is going to keep me on this amazing, strange planet, hologram, whatever it is. And I am being called to experience more as a human. And so, I'm not a purist, as I've said many times, 747, but knowing that a lot of our behavioural issues, behavioural concerns, low moods, lack of motivations is connected. I don't know, this is obviously a repeated message at the minute that's coming through, maybe because the light body is so powerful, and it's really important that we go to where we're called in the nourishment, and to be mindful of munchies or naughty things, because massive cellular upgrades right now. And so other people might not be interested in it, and I guess I've always had sort of people around me that are conscious in that sense, and this has been more of an in-depth journey over the past couple of years of looking deeper into my physical being, my trauma, releasing trauma, watching things change physically, watching the magic around me, watching the energy, reading and learning energies, that I can't do that if my third eye is full of fluoride. I can't do that. I don't get the awakenings, the messages like all of us can get. If my gut is fed with stabilisers and emulsifiers and fillers and non-living foods, because it's just bunging up holes, it's just bunging up the arteries. If you work with dark green leaves, chlorophyll, which is the sun, you get that energy in the body. And I'm not going to say I'm never going to have chips or crisps again. I'm British. I love a pack of crisps. I live a life where maybe I was at one point very disciplined, or am seen as being disciplined people, and now I flow intuitively to where my body and my mind go, and I'm grateful for full joy in the process of delayed gratification. It's something that maybe it's modern use of time that has has given me the strength or the knowing that I say modern use of time, because like midweek and the weekend, and I don't like saying weak, people are saying strong, because obviously you can say weak all the time, you're actually weakening the energy, weakening the people. Weak, we don't say it. So, but anyway, I will for this example. Delayed gratification. I might be disciplined and keep things out Monday to Friday, and then the weekend comes, and it's not a binge thing, just might treat myself to one of this or one of that, alongside keeping up my 2, 3, 4 litres of teas and nourishment, whatever. It's balance. Number 4, it's coming up strong at the minute. People might be seeing 444. I see it. It's not. I don't. It's not a big theme for me. 4 as a foundation. 4 as the building blocks. But anyway, I just don't want people to. Can't control that. I wish for people to be more creative in the ways we use our money or time to invest in ourselves, to get the reward from the spirit realm, because spirit rules. Anything that happens in the spirit manifests in the physic. What's done in the spirit wrong against us gets resurrected, gets rebalanced, we get justice in the physical. Things that were stolen from us in the spirit, people steal souls, people steal energy, that gets replenished. And so working with conscious awareness in the physical, it helps us. But I'm not here to lecture anybody. I guess it's a passion, because I've seen the value, I feel it. It's taken me a long time to get here. I keep practicing, we stumble, but Kimani Fambro, again, stumble's still a step. So I probably dribbled there. That might be last night. But there's a GAPS diet which connects ADHD with gut issues. I can't remember the name of the author. I had a couple of books. I had a diet book and I had a psychology book that I've given to a friend who's studying nutrition and was doing some thesis around it, I think. But anyway, the GAPS diet, ADHD, autism, stomach issues affects the brain. If we don't eat real living things, we're dead. We're dead. 13:03. All right, I think I'm going to go. Knowing full well that it's a weekend now, so, I might be a bit naughty. Bye.